First of all, if you're watching live on Facebook, come on over to the live Zoom. We have a lot more fun over on this side, and you actually get to participate. First of all, this is My AI Live. Today is Tuesday, November 28th. My AI Live, we actually do a session every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific, and we show you how to build your business online, how to reach the goals that you want online through social media and through using the My AI system. And so here's the thing that I want you guys to think about. The reason that, I was talking to you, I was telling you a little bit about where I am. I'm actually staying at my friend Robin Frank's house. She's, her and her husband are the #1 leaders in a company called Paparazzi. It is a network marketing company. And they build online. They build their business online. Every single day through Facebook, they build online. And so we're going to talk about some of those things. We're going to talk about how to get your dream, whatever your dream is, by building your business online. So first, number one, if you are brand new, I want you to put a 1 in the chat down there. Put a 1 in the chat. If you have been here before, I want to see some 5s. And so it looks like Natalie. Is that Natalie? Bear with me, I don't have my glasses and I'm on a small screen today. So Sandy's new, Sheila's new, fantastic. Okay, so we've got some wonderful new people here. Very excited to meet you. First of all, my name is Elizabeth Larson. I am a personal and business transformation coach, entrepreneur. I have been teaching online business and building business through social media for over 10 years. So everything from blogging to building relationships to being able to utilize social media to build a successful business. I have been doing this for a very long time. And I started out in network marketing companies teaching this and then taking it to my own business. And then, of course, going to contact mapping and all of these other amazing things that I've done. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to show you how to take this My AI and show you and help you actually start creating the results in your life that you want. Now, for those of you who don't know how this will go, this will start by a demo, a 5-minute demo first. And we're going to go over that demo. We're going to show you different ways of using the system each and every day. Then after that, we will go ahead and do a 5-minute timer. And the purpose of the timer is we get you into action. If you are not getting into action with what you learn each day, it is a waste of time. So Bob, I believe his name's Bob Hylick. He's the guy, he's the virtual upline podcast. He talks about how when the mistake that leaders make and that he made and so many leaders make is that we teach and teach and teach and we never help people get into action. And if you don't take what you've learned and actually put it into action, then it was just a party, right? It was just hanging out. And so what we're going to do during that 5 minutes is we help you get into action. Right after that, we'll showcase a couple posts. We'll do some Q&A. We do want to make sure to end in plenty of time so Cheryl and Adrian can reset because the next meeting after this is going to talk about the entire Nowsite system, everything from websites to email campaigns to funnels to everything else that you can use. This part is the social media part is so important. We dedicate this time 100% to the My AI and to building on social media and answering your social media questions. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and start with a demo. And then we're going to get going from there with everything else. So let me do this and I'm going to do this. So, okay. So when you first get on the system, you are going to be here. Okay. Now you go to now.site, now.site. If you're brand new, that's where you're going to go. If you have not signed up yet, please go back to the person who referred you to this meeting because they have a special code for you and you want to make sure you use that code, right? So make sure you get back to them so they can give you that code. Now, with that, once you come here, you're going to train your AI. Now, you can click right here to train your AI. You can click over here, and it's going to ask you things like your name, your job title, what drew you to this role. If you are an entrepreneur, CEO of your company or in network marketing, you're going to put down what it is you do. And then it's going to ask you for your interests and your popular figures, things that are important to you, favorite books or sports, And then it's going to ask you for a writing sample. In that writing sample, it's also going to give you some options of how much humor do you want? How many emojis do you like to use? How long are your normal posts? And the reason for all of this, it seems like a lot that it's asking you, but you want to make sure that it sounds like you. The worst thing that you can do is post something that sounds like something else wrote it for you. You don't want that. You want this to sound just like you. And so that's what this does through all of these questions and doing all of this. And if you ever find your AI is not quite sounding like you, just go back in here to Write Like Me and then just change these around and tweak them until it's perfect for you. Now, remember, with each and every post, your AI is actually learning more and more about you and about how to sound like you, what's important to you. So it gets better each time you use it. It's getting more and more familiar with who you are, and it starts sounding more and more like you. So now, when you are ready, you are going to be posting on social media. Posting on social media is one of the most important things that you can do to build your business. If you go out and you can still go out and build belly to belly. People do that all the time. However, the advantage of social media is when you're belly to belly, you are only in the area talking individually to people right there. When you're on social media, you have the ability to talk to thousands of people at once and have access to people you never dreamed of. So the first time I had somebody in Italy sign up with me, it's kind of like, I was like, I don't know if Isabella's here. It was amazing. It was like, oh my gosh, I have customers now in Italy. I have customers in England. I have a huge team in Taiwan. You know, it's like you start seeing all these things and you're just like, what the heck? You know, you're like, how does this happen? Well, social media is the key to that, right? So you are going to start by becoming a social media star. And the way you become a social media star is 3 steps. First, you post on social media. These are posts with photos, posts that ask questions, lives, videos, whatever it is that you want to do, that's your format, that you're comfortable with and you're ready to work with, you're going to post on social media. Number 2, you're going to comment on other people's posts. You're going to comment on other people's posts. Now, commenting on other people's posts, why do you do that? If you only post on social media and you don't comment on anybody else's posts, the problem that's going to happen is that, first of all, people are going to not really, you're not going to be interacting with people. They're not going to be interacting with you. But Facebook also sees the amount that you interact with others as well. It's actually taking all of that into account. So you want to make sure that you're commenting on other people's posts as well. And then last, you're going to reach out to your followers. Those are going to be like your birthday posts, your congratulations, your condolences, you know, any of those kinds of things. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start with number 1, post on social media. And you have a couple of choices here. And I'm going to go through a quick demo so you can go out and do your posts. And if you've already started your post, that's perfectly fine. But if you're brand new, this is how you're going to do this. You've got some options. You've got caption and suggested image. This is where you know what you want to write about, but you don't have an image to match it. Now, remember, to stop the scroll, your intent is to stop somebody through that newsfeed scroll. So with that, you want to use things that will attract people that will stop the scroll. And so with that, you can do caption with suggested image, and it will give you a suggested image that matches your post. Now, you've also got caption my image. This is one of the most popular, right? Caption my image. You're going to describe your image and you're going to what you want your caption to be about. Now, remember, you're not putting your photo in here. You are only doing that. You are only helping. You are only telling the AI what it is that you want. You are not ever putting the photo in here for the AI to look at. Same with caption my video. You have your own photo. You're telling the AI what it is. You are not ever putting the video in here for the AI to look at. Now, so that's caption my video. And maybe that's a reel, maybe that's a YouTube, maybe that's a post on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever that is, a LinkedIn. Now, next is short text only posts. Short text only posts are questions. questions that you, or just short things, posts that with the color background on Facebook, those are amazing. They're great for conversation starters, right? And so those are your share text only. That's only text. You use the color background to stop the scroll. You want to stop that scroll through the feed. And then long post and suggested image. Long post and suggested image is all about, giving value. It's the longer posts that go on Facebook and LinkedIn. This works when you want to give tips, when you want to give value about a specific subject. This is great for that. Now, the last but not least is the surprise me button. The surprise me button is a lot of fun. This button right here is when you're not inspired. You're like, I'm not inspired. I don't know what I want to do. And honestly, on days like that, truthfully, when you're not inspired, you're probably not posting on social media. And that means you're not being consistent. And if you're not being consistent on social media, it will reflect in the number of signups, the number of products you sell, the number of conversations that you're having. And so you want to post every single day, but the surprise me button will help you with that if you are on those days that you're not inspired. So today what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do the surprise me for all of our new people, just so you can see that. Now, what makes the difference of the surprise me is if Linda here does a surprise me, it's going to sound different than if I do it. It's going to sound different if Blakester does it. It's going to sound different if Carl does it. Why is that? The reason for that is because it is going through what is important to me that I put into the AI. I have trained the AI of what's important to me, what matters most, what popular figures I care about. And then it's also remembering all of the posts that I have done, right? And so you have to be able to utilize that system in a way that it sounds like you, right? Well, that's what it's doing. It's learning all about you. So I'm just going to click the surprise me button real quick. And then we're going to come over here and you're going to see this building a social media campaign. Now, what is it doing? It is going through everything that I have wrote before. It is looking and seeing, okay, what is it that Elizabeth is important to her? What has she wrote about before? What has she posted about before? What have I corrected through the editor? So using the editor in here is very important instead of editing in Facebook, because you want to make sure that it sounds like you and trains the AI to you. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Imagine this, each morning starting your day with a thank you to the universe. It's a game changer, friends. Gratitude can transform your life just like it has mine. From overcoming fears to shaping my dreams, saying thanks has propelled me forward. And those beach house mornings, they're not just a dream anymore. So true. Stay grateful, live powerfully, hashtag gratitude, hashtag life changer. This is absolutely 100% true. For me, this sounds like me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click get started, and then I'm going to click post. When I do that, I am going to download the photo that it gives me. Now I'm going to put it in my downloads so I know exactly where to find that photo. However, if you may have a different file that you want to put that on. Now, here's one quick question before, or one quick thing. What if I didn't like this exactly the way it was? This button right here, the AI editor, is going to be so important for you. This is going to help you fix spelling and grammar. Maybe you mistyped something and it went over into the post. You can also make it shorter. You can make it longer. You can change the tone. Maybe the tone wasn't quite right. Maybe you wanted it more funny or more excited or more formal. You can change that. You can also give it specific directions. Specific directions are called prompts. You can give the AI prompts of what it is that you want. So let's say I want it to be to include a question, and maybe I didn't put it in there, or anything like that. I can do that as well. So when I click get started and I click post, it's going to open up Facebook for me. Now, as long as I'm logged into Facebook, it will post. Now, here's the thing to really keep in mind, okay, is that if you ever get to this page, to your LinkedIn or anything else by clicking there, and it says you have to put in a code, you have to log in, you just need to log in. You need to already be logged in. And if you've cleaned out your cookies, it will make sure it will make you log back in again. So I'm just going to paste this right here. I've got that. And I'm going to add to my post a photo, and I'm going to click on photos. I'm going to open that up, and now I can download my photo. So I can click on downloads and then click on date added. And of course, I can find my post. And then I can hit open. And then, of course, I've got this entire post here. Now, maybe I wanted to change it and say to the editor, include something about how thankful I am for my amazing friends. Okay. Now, let me regenerate that. When I regenerate that, it's actually going to change this post. And that prompt is going to be used by the AI to rewrite this post, okay? So now let's reread it again. Kickstart your day with a heartwarming thank you to the cosmos, my friends. Embracing gratitude has truly been a revelation for me. Each day feels brighter since I've started this practice, banishing fears and sculpting my aspirations. Your support means everything. I'm endlessly thankful for my incredible circle of friends. Together, we're unstoppable. And guess what? Now I wake up with the sound of waves in the beach house I've always wanted. Keep thinking, keep thriving, because gratitude isn't just changing, it's empowering. Okay. So see how it changed the post based on my own direction, right? So once you have the post exactly the way you want, and you've got that in there, now all I have to do is hit post, and that post will be posted. So now what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our 5 minutes. We're going to go ahead and make our posts. Now, really what I would love you to do is make a surprise post. Now, you can make other posts on top of that, but I'd like you to make at least one surprise post so you see how different yours looks like. Because remember, Blakester's is going to look completely different than Coach Jenny's. That's going to look completely different than Linda's. That's going to look completely different than Nina's. That's going to look completely different than mine, because the AI has learned who we are. So let's go ahead and take the 5 minutes. I'm going to put the countdown timer up, and we're going to go ahead and do our posts. When we come back, I want to showcase some posts. So if you do a surprise post, please raise your hand, your digital hand. And so we can find your post, and I would love to do that. Shantaine, I would love to showcase you today. Janet, I would love to showcase you. Mary, I don't know where you went to, but I'd love to showcase you if you're up to it. Same with Linda. So any of you who would love to do this, please do the surprise post and then raise your hand so we have people. And I want to make sure to get some time in for Q&A also in case you guys have questions. So let's go ahead and get started today. All right. How'd that go, everybody? Put it in the chat how many posts you did. If you did if you did one post, I want to see a 1 in there. Or if you did 2 posts, I want to see 2. If you did 3, I want a 3. 4. Carl did 4. Fantastic. Coach Jenny did 4. Kelly did 3. Ariel did 1. Fantastic. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Let's see. We've got more. Randy did 1. Cheryl did 1. Is it Hatcher? Hatcher did 1. Bear with me. Everything's really small on the screen. She did 3 for, yeah, Edgewood did 3 for the first time. You go, girl. All right. Shantaine did 2. That's my vacation lady. Mike did 3. Vesna did 2. And Linda did 3. Cheryl did 1. Okay. 3. Oh, Shantaine did 3 now. 2.5. 2.5 posts for Jorge. Sandy did 1. Okay, we are doing great. So raise your digital hand if you would like to share your post today. And I would love to showcase your post so we can see the difference of Surprise Me posts. Because remember, mine's going to be different than other people's. So first, I want to go over to Carl. Let's go over to Carl. Hey, Carl.
Hey, I did Surprise Me. I wasn't going to, because I had something in my mind, but I wasn't made up. So I went to Surprise Me right away. Okay, and it surprised me really big time. It impressed me so much.
Oh,
Because it
wow.
was so close to what I was thinking anyway. Is it reading my mind now? I don't know. Anyway,
I've
it was,
kind of thought that a couple of times myself.
it
Let me
was
go
so
over and
close.
get yours up and then we'll actually show it. There's Carl. All right, let me share my screen here. All right. Is this your post?
Yep.
Okay. Ever feel, I really should wear my glasses. Okay. Ever feel like your personal history is a scattered puzzle? Well, I've been all over the map, literally. Being raised in a military family means I've had to adapt to new places constantly. My tip, embrace the chaos. Every move is a chance to reinvent yourself, dive into local culture, taste new foods, and carry a little piece of each with you. Change is inevitable, but how you grow from it, that's entirely up to you. Oh my gosh, Carl. Now, everybody, I want to make sure everybody's got this. So, do you see how different his surprise me post was compared to mine? Did everybody get that? Like, let me see some hands like this if you get how different it is. Big difference, right? Okay. So that's the power of what the AI is doing. It's really learning all about you and giving your voice, not it. And notice it didn't give an Elizabeth voice for Carl, right? That would be a little awkward, right? If Carl sounded like Elizabeth. It would also be a little awkward if Elizabeth sounded like Carl. But both voices are equally as important. And so what the AI does is it learns about what our voice is and shares what's most important. Carl, that was fantastic. Like, really, that is an outstanding post. Thank you so much for sharing that today. Thank you. And no, Carl, I'm in Salt Lake City, not Longmont. I was right at the office yesterday and I saw that look on his face like, where are you? All right, let's go over to Linda next. Hey, Linda.
Hey there, how you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good, good. I apologize for these, but I had my eyes dilated, so the screen is too bright. So I have to wear these dark glasses.
I kind of had a feeling that's what it was. When I saw you with glasses, I'm like, that's very weird. And I'm like, I bet you she got her eyes dilated.
And it's really tough to see the screen. Anyway, but I did the surprise me post. I did a couple of different posts today, but that one's on Instagram, and I put the link in the. And this is amazing, I think, how this came out. So
let's look at your surprise me post. Now, everybody, I really want you to see the difference of this, okay? Because this is the power of the AI. When you're sharing this with your team, you're sharing this with your people, you want to tell them the power of how it's going to sound like them, not like you. So let's go ahead and get that up. Is it this post right here, Linda?
It is. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. All right. And this is another surprise me post. Now, remember, mine was about gratitude and thankfulness. Carl's was about embracing the chaos. Now let's look at Linda's. Catching that court wisdom today. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Boy, isn't that true, Linda? Like that,
oh my gosh,
really. Yeah, so powerful. Yep. This rings as true in basketball as it does in chasing our dreams. Who agrees? Share the quote that gets you shooting for the stars in the comments. I love this.
I love it too. And I played collegiate basketball. I played at Kent State University. So basketball when I was young was a big part of who I was. And I love, you miss 100. Wayne Gretzky, I think, is the one who said that. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. And it's so true. I just love the post.
All right. I'm going to put down my favorite quote. So now everybody see the questions that she had.
And that was
the question that she had was, what is the quote?
Questions. Yeah.
What was that? Yeah. Share the quote. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, it's learning me that I like questions because it never used to give the questions before.
Yeah. And now it's giving the question. And so what was her question, everybody? Share the quote that gets you shooting for the stars in the comments. So here's the thing. When we ask a question, you're more than likely going to get more comments in your post. And comments are going to keep you in the algorithm. Comments are also where the conversations start. Because if I write a comment here, then Linda can comment back to me, and then she can take it over to a message, and we can get into a message conversation that could possibly lead to a Zoom or a phone call. So here's my comment to her that I'm going to do. You are never too late to become what you might have been. Absolutely love that quote. So I'm going to go ahead and post that on there. And that's how it's going to work back and forth. But notice how different her post is. Linda, thanks so much for sharing. This is outstanding. Love,
It's really
love, love
noisy
this.
here, so I'm muting, but thank you.
No worries. Thanks for being here today. Okay. Next, we're going to go over to Jenny, Coach Jenny. And let me pull yours up. Is yours on Facebook, Coach Jenny?
It is on Facebook. It's actually the second post down, but I did put the link in there.
Okay.
And
Give
then
me just a second. Grab it.
I do have a question later, which I posted in there because LinkedIn wouldn't let me put the picture, even though I saved it. But that's for later.
Okay. So is it this post right here? And is this your surprise me post?
It's the gratitude one. Surprised me. Yes.
Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay.
Let's see if you got it.
All right.
That's it.
So here's her surprise me post. Sometimes the weight of our challenges can seem insurmountable, but it's embracing gratitude that turns our lives around. Throughout my health journey, I've learned that a thankful heart is a mighty force in overcoming obstacles. Let's take a moment each day to count our blessings. We'll find strength in that we never knew we had. Ginny, this is beautiful. First of all, now notice, everybody look, her post is dramatically different than Carl's, right? It's because the AI has learned more about what's important to Coach Jenny. And it talked about her health journey, where with Carl, it talked about his military background. So remember, the AI is learning not only what's important to you, but learning how to sound like you as well. So great job with that. Why am I off camera? That's so bizarre. Why was I off camera? Okay. So Jenny, what was your question now?
When I went to LinkedIn and I saved the picture, etc., it didn't even allow me to put the picture in. It just did a post and I tried to edit it, but I wasn't able to get the picture in. So
See, for
I don't
Instagram,
know.
that doesn't even make any sense because you have
Not
to have the picture
Instagram.
first.
LinkedIn.
Oh, LinkedIn. Let me go over to LinkedIn. So I'm going to take mine. I'm going to go like this and go to LinkedIn. Let me share the screen here. Okay. So I'm going to go to LinkedIn. I'm going to click get started. I'm going to click post, and then it's going to open up LinkedIn. I'll go like this. I'll click add media. Did you click this button right down here?
I didn't have that button. That was my problem.
So is your screen at a size that's beyond the 100% for your browser? Like, is your browser extended and made bigger or smaller?
No, so I don't know what the.
We'll try it again, because that's definitely not the AI. It would be LinkedIn, but give it a shot. Maybe it was just a fluke on there or a bug on their end.
Okay.
Beautiful. Great job, Coach Jenny. All right, let's go over to Antoinette. And I do want to make sure to leave some time for questions. So Antoinette, hi, did you have a post today or a question? You're unmuted. All right, let's see if you can work on your sound and I'll come back to you. Let's go over to Mike real quick. Hey, Mike. Let's go ahead and get you unmuted. You're not unmuted yet.
Hear me now?
I can hear you, yes.
Hi, Elizabeth. Hi. Yeah. Yes, I did a surprise me one, which was actually surprising. It's very good. The thing is, I've lost my Facebook because we're rushing about changing the screen. I've lost Facebook. Are you able to log into me or not?
Well, I'll go over to Facebook and find you. So hold on one second. I'm going to take, are you a financial planner? Are you a financial planner?
Yes, I am.
Beautiful. I think I've got the right one then. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Let's make sure this is the right one. Is this one you, Mike?
Yep, that's it. And that's the post. Yeah.
Okay. Well, and this is a surprise me post.
Yes, the surprise me post. Yeah.
Okay. So everybody remember, let's look at this post and see how different it is compared to Carl's, compared to mine, compared to Jenny's. Okay. So the best advice I've ever heard, it's simple yet profound. Save for a rainy day. Having an emergency fund has been a game changer for me. Now I'm curious, what's the most valuable piece of advice you ever received? Drop in the comments and let's inspire together. Now notice, the AI has made his about finances, where Coach Jenny's talked about her health journey, and Carl's talked about his military background. So you see the wide range of what the AI is doing because it's actually learning who you are. Mike, this is a great post.
Yeah, it is very good.
Wonderful. Thanks for sharing today. I appreciate it. All right. Now I'm going to go over to Shantae and then let's go to questions. We need to get some questions done here today. Make sure that everybody has a question. So if you have a question, leave your hand up so I can make sure to get the questions answered because I don't want to leave anybody without a question today. So where did you go? There's Shantae. All right. Hi, beautiful.
Hello, dear. How are you?
Yeah.
So I actually did 2 posts. As we started, I was working on Facebook. Memory came up and I wanted to do something about Giving Tuesday, which is today, and it related to that post. So that's on Facebook. And then when you said do a surprise post, well, I did that and I put it on LinkedIn.
So your surprise post is on LinkedIn.
It's
Okay.
on LinkedIn, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go over there. But first, you guys, I've got to show you this. Remember how we're talking about your banner being something that really reflects who you are, to showcase who you are? Does anybody, if you've been here for a while, some of the important things are having a profile picture that actually looks like you. And, you know, because Barb Mortar and I met each other for the first time in an airport. We were on the same flight. She looked and said, Elizabeth, we hadn't met in person. So this is why it's important that, you know, your profile stuff looks like you and everything else. But the other thing that's important is your banner on Facebook. Make your banner representative of who you are and showcase who you are. And so I got to show Shantane's real quick because this is off the chart. All right. Shantae does travel, and take a look at this banner right here. Is this just amazing or what? This shows the adventurous, everything being different about her. This is a fabulous banner. So you want to make sure your banner is something that really showcases who you are. And I'm going to give you just a little contrast right here real quick. Here's my banner. My banner is all about your champion of dreams, live your best life now. That is my passion as a coach. That is what I do. Now, Coach Jenny's is going to look a little different. And I know that one. So I can just pull that one, not Finny, Jenny. So I can pull up Jenny's banner. And Jenny did the training here with the banners, right? You guys remember, if you've been here for a while, she had a completely different banner. And we talked to her and said, you know, that's not really representative of who you are. So she made this banner right here with all these before and afters and let's celebrating success. This is actually more reflective of who she is. So you definitely want to make sure that you are making your banner something that's representative to you so people understand who you are, your values, what's important to you and things like that. So again, Shantae, outstanding banner. All right, we're going to go over to LinkedIn and I'm going to try to find you over here. There you are. Okay.
I'm sorry. Did you say Deb?
I'm talking to Shantae.
Oh, okay.
All right. Can you put the link in the chat for me, honey? Put
Yep.
the link directly over there. Okay. You can grab that real quick and then there we go. All right. Let's go ahead and share this now. All right. It's a little bigger so I can read it. And this is your surprise me post. And
Yes.
now everybody remember how different hers is compared to the other ones we've already seen. In the symphony of life, dreams are the high notes that keep the melody soaring. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a creative, or a change maker, let your dreams set the tempo. Remember, the most extraordinary accomplishments were once a dream. Share with me what's the big dream powering your professional journey. And notice how it sounds completely different than Jenny's, completely different than Carl's. Ask the question. Shantae, this is a great post.
I loved it.
Yeah, this is outstanding. I just love this. Thank you so much for sharing today.
You're welcome.
And thanks for letting me use you for the banner, for a banner
No,
training
thank
also.
you.
Because that bit, okay, but you have to tell us, where were you when you took that? Where is that picture from?
That was Bali, and that was the weekend that the world shut down. 2020.
Wow. Oh
That was
my-
in Bali. Yeah.
You were in Bali when the pandemic hit?
Yeah, baby. We were like, well, it's a good thing it's cheap to live over here because we might be here a while.
Oh my heavens. Oh my gosh. That's incredible. Well, I got to tell you, fantastic banner and great job. I mean, because you are in vacations, and what better way to showcase vacations than taking a picture of someplace that's very unusual. And of course, if showcasing a photo like that. Great job, Shantae.
Thank you.
All right. So let's go to this. We have a little bit of time for Q&A. I have a hard stop. Does anybody have a question? Not to showcase a post, but a question. So take down your hand if you don't have a question, and I will showcase you tomorrow if you make yourselves the very first ones. Let's go over to Debbie. Debbie, did you have a question today?
Yes, I do. Good
Wonderful.
morning, everyone. And
Good
I
morning.
hope this is a quick one.
Okay,
I used a long post to do a blog. Oh, that's
beautiful.
can't see.
Okay.
I used a long post to do a blog, and I want my blog to show on my website that's connected with my business, and I can't figure out how to do it. I went in and copied an old blog and tried to change it, and it's not working. So how do I
Okay.
connect it to a website?
Oh, okay. So when you make when you make your thing in the Nowsite platform, once you click on post, it actually copies it to your clipboard of your computer, and then you can actually post it wherever you want. It's just copy paste, and then just pasting it anywhere. So did you click on actual post? So let me show you this.
Okay.
So when I am on my Nowsite in the My AI, when I click get started here, no matter what platform I'm on, it's just, I want to copy this wording, right? I don't necessarily have to go to LinkedIn to it. I just want this copied to my clipboard. So I can go like this and highlight and right click and press copy, or I can click get started. And when I hit that and hit post, of course, it's going to open up LinkedIn, but it doesn't matter because it's actually clipped to my clipboard. So let me go to Facebook instead and just pretend that's a website, or I can go to a doc. Well,
now I wanted to be part of the blog for my Nowsite website.
Okay. I can't answer how to put that in there, but Cheryl will be able to do that in 10 minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't answer the website parts of it, just the My AI part of it, but it's clipped to your clipboard. So have you ever posted anything in your blog before?
This is a new website that I created. So
Okay.
this is so
you've never posted in this website with using
not in this one.
Nowsite
I have in others.
Okay.
Prior to My AI.
Okay, so it doesn't matter where it comes from. Once you click My AI, all you have to do is just copy the wording to your computer, highlight, copy, and then you can post it into your blog the same way that you've always posted before. Does that make sense?
That makes sense to me because that's how I tried to do it, and it did not work. It did not. Bring your blog, but I'll ask Cheryl.
Yeah, ask Cheryl. She's the expert on the website side. I'm the expert on the My AI social media side, but she'll be on in less than 10 minutes, which is why I have the hard stop today.
Okay.
So yeah, she'll be able to help you with that. Okay. All right. I have a hard stop right now. I have to get this turned over to Cheryl. If you did not get your question answered, please come back tomorrow and raise your hand first thing. I'll make sure to answer your questions regarding social media, My AI. My name is Elizabeth Orson. I am so thankful to be able to help you on your entrepreneurial journey, to help you really build the life and business of your dreams. Remember, My AI Live is every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific. Natalie, I will answer your question tomorrow about personal Facebook pages compared to business pages, pros and cons, and show you the differences of how to build if you come back with that question tomorrow. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Love you all.